Sluts,
The whores,
tards,
the retards.
it's time for Steve Wilkos, number 8. Remember to like and comment if you like this series. I enjoy doing them, but I would like to do other things. But it seems to be what gets this channel views, so I'm going to continue to do them. But look out for other things. So if you want other things by me, subscribe and comment below what you want to see, because I'll make it happen. You want to see a video about paralyzed black women? Is that what you said? Okay, I'll get to working on that, viewer. But just for you guys, because I love all the sluts and tards out there. In this episode, we'll be watching, Is My Husband a Child Molester?
Amanda has heard rumors that her husband is a child molester and a peeping Tom, and she fears that it is true.
No woman wants to hear there's rumors about her husband being a child molester. I mean, Beyonce's having this very issue right now. Celebrities, they're just like us. Just regular people with everyday problems.
You see, 3 years ago, Michael was arrested and charged with indecent exposure to a child. But due to a lack of evidence, the charges were dropped. Amanda has stood by her man for 3 years, but recently 2 different women came forward accusing Michael of peeping through their windows. Take a look.
Ladies watching this, I want you to ask yourselves, if you were in this woman's situation and you heard a rumor your man was a child molester, and by that rumor, you meant the police telling you because they had just arrested him for molesting a child. Is that what I'm getting at? That's how Steve explained it to me. The charges were just dropped because there was a lack of evidence. I feel like this is more of a rumor to her. I don't know if I'd classify this as a rumor.
In 2011, I was accused of touching a little girl, which I was nowhere near the little girl. I didn't even know who this girl was. I know that all she wanted to do was play with my daughter. And next thing I know, I was being arrested. I was charged with indecent exposure with a minor. Eventually, the charges were dismissed. My wife stood by me. After this, we moved for a fresh start. Then more rumors came up to my wife. Rumors saying that I was peeking in windows, which I wasn't. I was originally walking around trying to get internet signal so I can call my parents, talk to them. Now people are telling my wife that I'm the neighborhood peeping Tom.
Now I'm gonna have to take Michael's side on this, okay? First off, I'm pretty sure the CIA probably set that little girl to set him up. Also, 5G waves throwing up his signal so he can't call his mom and dad, that he's gotta walk around. And now he's the neighborhood peeping Tom. Sounds like this man's being set up. Sounds like this is an MK Ultra plot, if you ask me. Somebody's setting up Michael to be the next Thomas Crooks. Sure, they look alike. Sure, Michael looks like he could be Thomas Crooks' dad. But you're not getting him, Uncle Sam. He's mine.
I play a role-playing video game online. I have a virtual family. My real wife, Amanda, believes that I'm cheating on her with my virtual wife. My virtual wife, she's contacted me leaving inappropriate messages, want me to do things with her on webcam.
Damn, ladies, now you gotta worry about the virtual wife. First it was the work wife, and now, in the virtual age, it is the virtual wife you need to worry about. Michael does give off the vibes of a guy who would fall in love with an AI chatbot, though. Not that I'm saying this is AI, because this is probably way before AI. This is probably just like some Asian man or some Indian guy just fucking with him.
I'm not a peeping Tom. I'm not a child molester. I'm not a cheater. I'm hoping me and my wife could continue our marriage happily, and I'm hoping Steve can clear all this up.
Well, Michael, if there's anyone who's going to understand your situation, it's my man, Steve Wilkos.
I want to make sure that he's not a child molester, mostly, because I have a 5-year-old daughter, and if I find out that he's lying about that, I'm going to go crazy because I don't want her to grow up with a man like that. And
this was an incident that happened a few years ago where there was accusations made, there was charges brought, they were dropped because of lack of evidence. And you stood by him during this.
I stood by him because I didn't believe he could do such a thing.
Right.
Ride or die woman right there.
And, but he's been lying to me recently about things. He was doing volunteer work, and he got relocated. And he told me that it was because he was listening to cussing music at a Christian place. And then I asked the caseworker what really happened is because he looked at a woman after she sighed because she had a long day, and he said, "Sounds to me like you had a good orgasm." And so he lied to me about that. And I told him, I was like, well, if you could lie to me about something small, what else are you lying to me about?
Now that sounds bad. Sure, that sounds bad. That's an inappropriate thing to say at a church. But that's what the kids call riz. Ask Tomer Lawton, okay? If you want to pick up chicks, you gotta be rapey and you gotta be creepy. That's what I always say. If you want to pick up chicks, you gotta be rapey and you gotta be creepy. Pickup artistry 101. Gotta be rapey, gotta be creepy, rock on.
He was talking about he has a virtual family, he has a
got-
virtual wife, and she wants him to play out some sexual stuff. Why does he have that when he has a real family and a real wife?
That's what I asked him. I don't know.
I'll tell you, Steve. First off, look at this fat pig of a wife he's got. Kids are annoying. Women won't let you look through their windows anymore. This whole world is madness. Why wouldn't he want to fuck the Taiwanese man who's actually the super hot fucking little block woman on the computer? Why wouldn't he? Give him one good reason.
We was doing that together, but I was with his virtual wife on there. It was escape from reality, but I was with him on there. But then it started taking control of our life. I took a break from it, and I told him too. I said, if you love me and you want my marriage to work, you would delete that and not go back on it until I'm ready to, and we could be together on there too.
Right.
But he never did. He deleted it, but then a month later, he was right back on it.
God, chicks ruin everything, dude. Don't get your girlfriend doing your hobby. That was probably her idea. It's not an escape from reality when your wife's your wife in the game.
How long you been married?
8 years.
8 years, long time. Now, and other than that, he's been accused in a couple different places of being a peeping Tom.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, the first time was when the molestation charge came up. He loves to get to know all neighbors, which is, I think, why we always have issues, because, not everybody wants you in their business.
God, this guy sounds like my worst nightmare. A horny, rapey neighbor who looks mentally handicapped, so you don't know whether you can beat the shit out of him or not. I feel like he gets away with a lot of stuff because people think he's mentally handicapped. Don't worry, Michael. I don't think that. I just think you're a retarded gooner.
So, and there was this one incident with a young lady, and she told him, I feel uncomfortable around you. Please stop coming. Well, he went up there one day because she said something about needing a ride to the grocery store to her neighbor. And he went up there supposedly to give her a ride to the grocery store while we were going. And when he came back, the law all of a sudden showed up. And I'm thinking, oh God, now what? Sure enough, it was because she called the law because he was supposedly looking in her bathroom window while she was getting in the shower.
And then what was the other incident?
The other incident was, it was an older lady this time, and supposedly he was looking in her windows at night with his hand down his pants. And his excuse, like he said on the video, was because he was trying to get internet signal to call his.
This is classic woman brain. Fellas, as we all know, due to the 5G waves, if we ever have trouble getting signal, it's better for us to jerk our penises as we make the call. Science hasn't been able to explain it yet, but everybody knows that if you're having trouble making a signal as a man, you can jerk your penis and it will give you more bars. If you're a man and you didn't know this, that's embarrassing. But if you're a woman and you didn't know this, obviously, because you're a dumb woman. Fuck. Why can't I get a signal? Why can't I get a signal?
What does he do for a living?
Nothing.
He doesn't work?
No. He had one job that was seasonal that last year, and it lasted 6 months.
You work?
12-hour shifts, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday.
You work six days a week, 12 hours a day?
Yep.
And what does he do during that time?
Nothing. On the computer, I guess, because I come home, got to clean, got to cook my dinner, got to help my daughter.
He doesn't cook dinner for you?
No.
He doesn't clean?
No.
He's on the computer the whole time?
The whole time. It ignores me.
So, like, he's got a triple header coming up. We have whether he did this with the child. We did this whether he's peeping Tom, and then whether he's cheating on you.
That's like the Steve Wilkos big three right there. And he's hitting them all in one episode.
So if he would fail any of them, would you stay with him?
No.
No.
8 years we've been married and you only had one damn job. One! For 6 months. I come home, I gotta clean because you don't do nothing at home because you're too busy on the computer. You tell me that crap about, oh, she come on to me. So tell me, how is she coming on to you and you asked her if she was horny?
I didn't.
Bull! I seen it! 2 weeks ago! You said, are you horny? She said, mm-hmm. You said, I can't, Amanda's around.
Amanda.
No more Amandas.
Amanda, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dumb bitch. Why are you being mad? So what? I'm unemployed and I'm cheating on you with a fucking Indian guy on the internet. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Divorce me? For what? Being an unemployed cheating pedophile. Is that what? Is that what?
I'm done, Michael. You better hope and pray you pass every single question, because I'm done. I'm done. As far as I'm concerned, the marriage will be over, and I will walk away.
The marriage should already been over. What the fuck are you even doing on Steve Wilkos right now? I'm glad Steve Wilkos could empower you to eventually get a divorce from your husband, because there's no way he's gonna pass. He's probably gonna pass for cheating, because there's no way that dude's out there getting pussy. He's just internet gooning, which, does that count as cheating? Ladies, sound off in the comments below. Can I goon on the internet?
So when you were 21 and you're 29 now, you worked 6 months in those years.
Besides when he worked before we were married at
Yeah.
Walmart
Yeah,
for
but I'm
6
saying-
months.
I'm saying 21.
I worked there for about.
It must be
close-
nice to be able to sit at home while she works 12-hour shifts, huh?
Actually, I'm on the computer most of the time looking for jobs.
Oh,
Looking for online job or
12
looking
hours
for-
you're looking for online jobs?
I get up and clean
ever
up
look
after
at porn?
myself.
Never.
Oh, yeah.
The way the glasses are just slightly tilted just screams gooner energy.
You never look at porn in those 12 hours a day. Look me on the eye and say you never look at porn.
I never looked at porn.
That is the face of a man who can goon.
I caught you a long time ago, and your excuse was I was scratching an itch.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, okay.
She caught you masturbating.
And that was
what-
his excuse. I was scratching an itch.
Yeah, I was scratching.
On webcam in front of another one.
No, the webcam wasn't even on.
That internet gooning itch.
You're accused of child molestation, peeking through windows and cheating on your wife. Have you done any of those things? No.
You're being accused of murder, raping, and stealing. How do you plead? Never seen a more guilty reaction to a question.
Have you done any of those things? No.
No.
Why do you think you're accused of all these separate incidents?
Trust issues.
With
and
who?
Her, trust issues in her past.
Yeah, but these aren't the people. She's not the one accusing you. Women have said, hey, this guy was looking through my bathroom window.
Oh,
This
I
guy-
haven't looked in anybody's bathroom window. Really, I
He's
haven't.
asking why are you getting accused
Why
of
do
it?
women accuse you of it?
Haters gonna hate, Steve. Haters gonna hate.
You don't know. You have
I
no
do
idea.
not know. 'Cause I don't really.
What
try to
about
get-
this child that said, he was naked, he rubbed up on me?
I never did that.
No.
I was like from where the door is to right here.
Okay, if that was true, why were you naked? Steve, you gotta press on this. Why are we're too focused on the internet gooning? This guy's a child molester. Do something.
If you fail any of these lie detector tests, you're gone.
I'm not doing it no more.
Do you
I
want to stay
put with
married
you
to
so
her?
long.
Yes,
You love her?
I love her to death.
You love her to death.
Yes.
You do?
I mean, I could tell you the truth. I cried in prison because I was scared that I would lose her and my daughter.
You went to prison?
I went not to prison, but the jailhouse.
It was not
actually.
prison, it was jail. You stayed there over the
Thank you.
weekend.
Oh.
It was at the time.
For the molestation, what did you see in him where you said, I gotta marry this guy?
When I first met him, it was like love at first sight. And he was not the same person then.
What was he like then?
It was sweet, caring, and I could tell you because he was actually working at the time. And
Right. And so
I
then
thought
what
that
was his downfall? What happened?
I don't. As soon as we had our daughter, it was
No.
like
It sounds like as soon as you bought a
No.
computer.
For real, stop gooning. It is not good for you. It's not good for you. It ruins lives.
All right, this one is concerning whether he cheated on you. We asked Michael, since age of 18, have you had sexual contact with any other woman besides Amanda? He said no. Since age of 18, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman besides Amanda? He said no. And to both those questions, he told the truth.
Obviously, no one thought this dude was actually getting any pussy without paying for it or raping for it.
That one's too easy, though. Now, these are the more serious ones here. We asked you, have you ever peeked through a neighbor's window for your own sexual gratification? You said no. Have you had cyber sex with women you've met over the internet? You said no. And to those two questions, you did not tell the truth.
peeping in.
I didn't peep in anybody's window.
Well, did you really?
I
Why did you
didn't.
fail it,
I didn't peep in nobody's window, babe.
Michael?
I really haven't.
And then this is probably the most serious of all the questions on the lie detector test. Have you ever inappropriately touched any child under the age of 16 years old? He said no. Have you ever exposed your private parts to a child under the age of 16 years old? He said no. And to those two questions, Michael did not tell the truth.
Not! Babe! Babe! Wait! Babe, I did not! Babe, I did not!
Get away from me!
Baby, I did not do those things! Baby, I would not do that!
Yeah, why would you do that?
I did not do that!
Damn, Steve, fucking crowd mocking the pedophile? I'm not gonna knock you. Just didn't see it coming.
You never
Why
see
are
our
you
daughter
crying?
again.
Never! Baby, I did not do that! I really didn't! I really did not do that!
You were real happy about the first one where you passed, where you didn't cheat on her. But then the rest, you're falling apart.
I didn't do that!
Okay,
I didn't do that!
so he got off of his charges because they were dropped, but he fails, and he fails for.
Jesus Christ, dude. He looks like the Rat Man from Harry Potter. I don't know what his name is in the movie. I'll put up a picture of him. He looks like the Rat Man right now.
And he fails for, peeking through women's window, invasion of privacy, everything else. He's going around doing that. I gotta say, he does nothing for you besides embarrassing you, right? Creepy.
Leave.
No! I love you, baby. Please, I didn't do any of that,
You have no idea
please.
how hard I'm trying not to just stomp your ass right now.
I don't care. I wouldn't want you doing it, bro. I'm innocent.
A lot of people have to pay for a good stomping like she wants to get him.
Your child is gonna be screwed up because you got Mr. Creepster in the house.
I'm not going.
Baby,
You
I
can
didn't
go back
do
to Virginia.
anything.
I'm done.
Okay, so you say,
I didn't do anything.
you tell him right now, get the hell out of here.
Leave before I stomp your ass. Seriously.
Do it. Baby, please
She
do it.
said, get the hell out of here.
You better leave.
Get going. You deserve better than that, and you're never gonna get anything from that guy. Now it's time for you to be happy. I hope you find somebody. Good luck to you. Take care of your child.
This is what we call Steve Wilkos' happy ending. Sure, in the end there were no real consequences. And she'll probably just go back to him. And that was Steve Wilkos 8. And maybe I'll just drop Steve Wilkos 9 too. And just get us to 10 by the end of the year. And then I'll figure out if I'm going to keep doing this series.